Hello sweet friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is going to be my part 1 of my Christmas decorate with me. I am super excited to finally get this out, so just going to go ahead and jump straight into it. Here in the living room, all I'm doing is sweeping up first before I bring out the decor. Now I did want to mention I put up my Christmas tree in that last video, kind of trying to get the house back in order and getting things back to, you know, making it look like a home. If you missed that video, I will have it linked down below so you can take a look at that. We recently just painted the whole walls here in the main living room, so if you did miss that, like I said, I'll have that video linked down below.
Where we used to play in the wintry wonderland, and we hear carol songs.
So I pulled out a couple things from my decor room, which is like just a bunch of Christmas lights here, inside and outside. I brought that tree out, which I probably won't be using today because I'm only going to be doing the living room. But I brought those 2 totes out. I have a couple of like signs over here. This nativity set is new. I bought that this year from Big Lots. I thought it was really pretty. It's very colorful. I was looking for a more like neutral tone one, but you know what? My home is already like just neutral tones, that the pops of color is fine. So I'm gonna be using that today. And then I have a couple of garlands here. And then this sign here I bought from Walmart, along with the garland here. But yeah, just want to give you guys a little overview of what I pulled out. Of course, this is not it. I have much more in the room, but that's what I pulled out for now. And then I went ahead and brought the ladder inside because this part up here is definitely gonna be way too high for me to reach up there to be putting any garland, but I brought the ladder inside. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this going.
From Rudolph's marching band.
So just starting off here at the top, I am going to be putting this garland up at the top, but you will see here in a few that I completely failed because I kept falling down. I was having a hard time trying to make it stay up at the top, which I gave up. I ended up just bringing it down, but enjoy watching me struggle here for a minute and trying to get it up there.
Christmases of old, when all was right and the candlelight would glow, where we used to play in the wintry wonderland, and we'd hear carol songs.
So I completely gave up at the top with the garland, so I ended up just coming back down and started wiping my little TV stand here, just getting everything from the flock that it fell down off of the garland, and just wiped it nice and down, wiped it all to the floor, and just kind of picking it up again before I move on to the decorating.
Where we used to play in a wintry wonderland.
Jumping right into the Christmas tree, I am just starting off with a bunch of different picks. Now some picks are from the previous years that I've had, and then I just got some new ones this year as well. The ones with the little pine cones in it, the ones I first showed you, those I got this year from Big Lots, and then the rest I already had. I want to say the white ones I purchased from Lowe's a couple years ago, and then the red sparkly ones here, I got those from Michael's last year, I want to say, but I've already had those as well. So those were basically all ones that I've had, just the new pine cone ones I purchased this year. And then I'm just kind of putting them all over. Remember, when you're putting picks in your Christmas tree, it doesn't need to be like in any sort of like order that you need to place them in there. You just kind of like throw them anywhere in your Christmas tree. You don't really, or at least that's what I do. I don't really go and like, oh, I'm putting one here and then going back. Like I just kind of place them all over to where it looks nice and blended. But after I put the picks in, I am going to just go ahead and start putting some spears. Now those red sparkly ones, I did purchase those this year from Walmart. I was looking for more of the red, like just solid red, but I was having such a hard time looking for them. I don't know, it just seemed like everything was out of stock. But I got those from Walmart, and then the big white ones, I got those from Michael's last year. I already had those, and then I do add some smaller ones, and I already had those as well, which I believe those were from Walmart as well. So for my topper, I am actually not even going to be using anything. I just placed like a bunch of the red sparkly picks up at the very top and just leaving it that way. I am not going to be adding any bows or stars or any of that. I was debating whether to add something or not, but I just felt like I wanted to leave it plain this year with no like little topper, just the sparkly picks. So as I was decorating the top portion of my wall up here, I thought I was recording, but apparently I was not recording, so I did not get that clip. And then I did a couple more things over here to the side with the chair, which once again, I did not get that recorded, but I'll show you guys at the end a little overview of how everything turns out. Currently, I'm just working on the TV stand and just kind of playing with the decor, trying to get it where I want it to go and just laying things out. And then after this, I'm moving over to this wall by my bedroom. This wall has been playing for the longest. Literally, I think it's been playing the entire time. Never found the right like thing to place on this wall, but I am going to be adding this little sign here that I purchased from Walmart. So I thought that was super neutral and simple that I can add on there. And then just going to go ahead and move over to right above my doors here and start decorating on this side.
Baby, with you, I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. Making plans, what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you, 'cause God knows that I've been longing for you.
So right above my front door here, there is 2 nails that were previously put in there, but they were definitely not leveled and correctly like balanced on there, I guess, or I don't really know how to explain it. But when I put the sign up on there, it was really lopsided. So I had to put in a new one in there to kind of get it more leveled and even out. But here's a little overview of just the main living room and what it looks like overall before I move on to my next little sitting area.
I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you.
I did want to mention that I was looking for one of those like tree boxes that you put underneath, like instead of the skirt, but I could not find one anywhere. So I ended up going back after this video and I was looking for my skirt because I didn't even know where I had placed it at, but I finally found it and I did take my tree skirt out and I put it underneath it, and it was just the same as last year. In case you missed that, it was a white one, and I will try to link those videos down below from last year in case you want to see those as well. But moving on over to this little sitting area of mine, I am going to be keeping it super simple and just kind of same thing with the red tones in this area, but not much. Really just like a little pop here and there. But what I'm doing first is just going to be setting up this little pencil tree right in this corner here, and then moving on to putting some lights in. This year, I am not going to be decorating it. I did not want to add any ornaments or none of that, just because the living room tree, when I first had it put up just with the Christmas lights itself by itself, it really looks so pretty to me. So I feel like I'm going to keep it natural in this section over here and just leave this Christmas tree just with the Christmas lights itself, and then just leave it like that. Not going to add any like ornaments or picks or none of that. But here is the tree all put together. Now this is a pre-flocked Christmas tree. So as I was putting the Christmas tree up, there was a lot of like the flocking that was falling off, which I mean, I'm sure that's what happens with all of the flocked trees. So I was just showing you here that that was dumped on the floor, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the same concept that I did over in the living room Christmas tree and start from the very top and just work my way around. Now, since this is a pencil tree, I'm not wrapping all the way around, but I am kind of going all the way to the back and working my way to the front, all the way around, kind of back to the back again, and back and forth all the way. I'm not like looping it completely around, but I am kind of going all the way to the back and all around, and same thing all over again.
When the sky comes alive, let's have a jolly holiday. Holiday, yeah, yeah. Let's have a jolly holiday. Holiday, holiday, yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't wait another year, just talking on the phone. I'll make you feel at home. Oh, when I got you by my side, what a night. Oh, girl, I won't let you go. When the sky comes alive, let's have a jolly holiday. Holiday, let's have a jolly holiday. Holiday, let's have a jolly holiday. Jolly holiday, let's have a jolly holiday. Holiday, holiday, yeah, 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 yeah. Just one.
So like I mentioned, a lot of the flock just fell off as I was assembling the tree. So I am just going to quickly just go ahead and give that a quick clean up and then move on to the little fireplace over here. So I just kind of put it back in place, and then this mirror that I am going to be putting right on the Christmas tree, on the fireplace. I've had it for a while now, and I just didn't know where exactly to place it in the house, but I figured this was like the perfect area to put it at. So instead of actually like hanging it on the wall, I'm just going to be leaning it right up against the wall and then adding the rest of the decor. I am going to be just giving it a quick wipe here because there were a couple of smudges on it. So all I'm doing is just spraying a little bit of that glass cleaner and wiping it up. And then moving on with this little canvas over here. I did buy that this year from Michael's, and I want to say it was like a 40% off of their Christmas decor at the time that I bought it. But keeping it very simple and natural here, just added a couple of those candlesticks and the beaded garland all around the items there, and then moving on over to this plain wall. Now prior to us painting, I had these like baskets hanging up on the wall, except these two. These two are more like placemats for tables, but I'm utilizing them as wall decor. So I had that before we painted the wall, and I really like the way it looked because they're just natural tones of like browns. So I am just doing the same concept again and just going to be placing those up on the wall. And the way I am applying it is literally just with command strips. So I am just, and I got a little splinter here as you see, but all I'm doing is sticking one side to the basket and the other side over to the wall. And I'm just kind of placing them on the wall, seeing where I like them, and then putting them right up on there.
Yeah, it's just gonna be you and me, hang by the fire and chill.
I did forget to mention when I was decorating over by the fireplace, I completely ran out of my command hooks, so I wasn't able to apply my stockings, but I do got that down on my shopping list that I need to pick up. That way I can go ahead and add them. So it won't be up for this video, but I will be putting my stockings up.
Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you.
And here is a little overview of how this section turned out. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. That is it. So if you did, give this a big thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure that your notification bell is turned on to all. That way you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. And I will see you guys all really soon. Bye guys.
It's supposed to be.